Hello party people and YouTube psychotics. We are leaving Fayetteville on a nice damp overcast spring day. It's real nice and we're headed up about 3.5–4 miles and then fairly level 6 miles to the Birch Run shelter for our first night out of town, and everything's going good. We have just had a nice breakfast at Flamingo and we're ready to rock. See you later.
Just a quick update from inside my tent. We are at Birch Run Shelter. There are a bunch of other northbound flip-floppers here. We caught up with Sam again and saw a few familiar faces and met some new people. It rained today. We got rained on a lot. It's not raining right now, but it's still very damp and it's chillier. Thus the puffy and the buff. What else? It was a pretty easy day. There was some uphills, but we did it in like nice chilly weather, so it was fine. I don't know if our clothing will dry overnight, so we might have to start tomorrow on wet clothing, but that's part of being on the trail. My lips are getting even more chapped, even though I'm using lots of chapstick. It's just this salty, spicy food that we're eating. And I put lots of packets of Frank's hot sauce in my dinner, so that definitely didn't help. But yeah, that's today. It's a pretty chill day. See you tomorrow. Hello, it's a new day, and it's not raining, but it's like 59 degrees right now. It's really nice outside. We're stopping for snacks. We've got Pop-Tarts. Well, I've got Pop-Tarts, peanut butter, and these fruit crisp things.
Hi. We walked the better part of yesterday in the rain. This is the update on that. We got pretty darn soggy, but one of the things that made it really wonderful was getting to the Birch Run shelter, which is a very nice shelter, and there was just a ton of people there. It was super crowded. Every bunk was taken. People were just like coming out of the rafters at that place. And so obviously we had to just sit and wait and schmooze with the people. Met a bunch of great people. Some guy from Long Island, I forget his trail name. Sugarfoot, and is that his wife? I'm not sure who that was.
Sugarfoot, Rocky Raccoon, a guy named Reed, I think that's his real name.
That's his real name. From Pennsylvania.
Daywalker? Yeah, Daywalker. And there was a group of like 4 or 5 women who were all hiking together, and then we saw Sam again, who's got a bunch of different possible trail names.
It was it was a lot of fun, a lot
nice,
of camaraderie, and eventually it stopped raining, so we set up our tent and slept and had a pretty good night. There was an insane whippoorwill. I think it was in the tree above me. I think this was like a mentally unhinged whippoorwill. It was just whippoorwill, just going insane. And at dusk, when you're trying to go to sleep, at 7:30, 8 o'clock, and at 5:30 in the morning, when you're just waking up, it's just this crazy bird. And then we had a breakfast, and some of our stuff did not get dry. So
that's why I'm wearing
it's drying
different
out
shirt.
on the trail now.
Got my other shirt hanging up while we eat snacks.
And so we're on our way to any number of places. The choice that we think we're going to be staying at is just a campsite. That's just like a clearing somewhere.
Yeah.
and we'll have to bring in water from 2 miles before that. The optimal choice is a place called the James Fry Shelter, but that's a 17, and I don't know if we're going to be able to do that since we actually started a little late today. So, so after that, the next day we're going to try to get to Boiling Springs and stay at a hostel. So that's it for now.
Yep. Bye.
Lunchtime.
So we slept at the James H. Fry shelter last night. It's a relatively new shelter. It's got 4 pretty big bunks and then some floor space. We had it all to ourselves. We rolled in pretty late and no one came in after us, so we both had our own little side. It's pretty sweet. There's even like a little tiny like shelf in the wall for each bunk for you to put your like water bottle or something on. We're eating breakfast now. This is our whole table setup. I got cold oats.
Hi, I'm having a BLT wrap and a blueberry muffin that I got from the Pine Grove Furnace store. As Nat said, or as Sniffle said, we had our own. We had the whole place to ourselves, and we came in here. It was 6:30. We hiked for about 11 hours. Yesterday we did about 17 and a half miles, closer to 18 with all the approach trails and everything. So we were really beat, and luckily we didn't have to set up a tent since we had the place to ourselves. So today we made our reservations last night at Lisa's hostel in Boiling Springs, and we're headed there. We have about a 12-mile day, and we're going to just try to get there, and she's going to pick us up at the there's an ATC office there, and so she'll pick us up and we can do laundry and
Get pizza.
maybe get pizza. So we're doing okay, and everything's great. See you later. Just did a whole bunch of climbing, about 4 or 5 huge ups and downs over rocks. We're beat, but we only got 3 miles downhill to Boiling Springs. See you later. We made it to the outskirts of Boiling Springs. It wasn't that bad of a down, and we're here. It looks like Pennsylvania farmland. Looks very nice, and we can't wait to get into town. Hi, we're just getting ready to leave Lisa's hostel in Boiling Springs, Pennsylvania, and headed to Darlington Shelter, about 14 miles away. We had a pretty good night here, a lot of nice people, and Lisa was really accommodating and hospitable. A lot of fun animals, 2 horses in the backyard, 3 dogs, at least 1 cat running around. So
Chickens and roosters.
Yeah, it was a menagerie out here. But it's a gorgeous morning and we're ready to hike. See you later. My replacement battery barely weighs an ounce, so I'm not worried. Hi, we're on an overlook about 4/10 of a mile just below Darlington Shelter. We'll be there in about 20 minutes. And thankfully the walk up here, it's a pretty steep climb, has been in the shade. See you later.
Hi. We just left Darlington Shelter about, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes ago. I can't count time. We're headed to Duncannon today. It's 11.3 miles. It's a really lovely day. The sun is not out. There's clouds covering the entire sky. And there's bugs flying into my eyeballs. But yeah, it's a nice day and it shouldn't be too hard of a trip over there. There's only 3 climbs and we've already done one of them. The last one's kind of steep, but we'll just take it slow and then roll into Duncannon, which is on the trail. All right, bye.
Matches your back cover.
Where'd you come from, little man? So we made it to the Doyle. Really old building. Pretty sweet. And look, welcome hikers. There's a bed. There's a fan. There's a, ooh, I get a table and a dresser and multiple towels. And a mirror.
I actually got 2 windows.
No pain, no gain. That's the truth. All right.